Hello, class ninth. I am Ashok, your English teacher. Today I am going to discuss the second chapter of the book Beehive, The Sound of Music. There are two parts of this chapter. Part 1 is Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it, written by Deborah Cawley. Second part is The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So today we will discuss the first part. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. This video is part 1 of this chapter. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. So let's begin with about the author. Deborah Cawley was born in India, grew up in Toronto, Canada, graduated in English from the University of Western Ontario and moved to Ottawa for job with Unitarian Service Committee. She then spent 2 years with the United Nations Relief and Works Agency UNRWA in Beirut, Lebanon before moving back to Ottawa to join the Canadian International Development Agency, that is CIDA. Her broadcasting career began when she was posted to Washington with her husband. She worked as freelance reporter for CBC Radio. When she and her husband were posted to Cairo, Egypt, she was commissioned to write the first official guidebook of Cairo and is currently in its 17th edition. Subsequent postings to London and Brussels gave Deborah the opportunity to write articles for the British and international editions of Reader's Digest. So, this was some information about the author. Now, let's see what is the introduction of the chapter. Life is worth living. On certain occasions, we feel exhausted, incapability should be accepted in life. These makes us bold and encouraged to face them with strong determination. This story concerns a 8-year-old girl named Evelyn Glennie. Gradually, she loses her hearing power, but she decides to lead a normal life. With the help and teaching of Ron Forbes, a percussionist, she feels certain notes in her body. Her strong determination and hard work brings fruits. She has a mastery over 1,000 instruments. She has been honored with the Royal Philharmonic Society Soloist of the Year award. She is a shining inspiration for deaf children. She says, if you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. So, she is an inspiration for deaf children, and she used to say, if you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. Means if you see a dream, you can accomplish it with hard work and determination. Now, see, this is the theme. Evelyn Glennie is a multi percussionist. She can play about 1,000 instruments with perfection. She listens to sound without hearing it because she has no listening capabilities. Evelyn fought against physical disability and became a source of inspiration for thousands of disabled persons. So, actually, what she is doing today is an inspiration for thousands of disabled persons. She can play thousands of instruments with perfection, and she is going on with her disability of hearing. She could not hear, but still she can play thousands of instruments with perfection. How it is possible, we will come to know in the story. So, First, we will discuss the title. The title itself is very interesting. Here, the author says Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Now, we all wonder, we are confused. How can you listen to sound when you can't hear? So, this is something we will discover, that how Evelyn Glennie was able to listen to sound although she could not hear. Now, let's see. This is the chapter, The Sound of Music. Part 1, Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. So something is written in before you read column. God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Someone has commented this about Evelyn Glennie, that God might have taken her hearing, what he has given her in return something extraordinary. What a normal person hears, she feels, and she is able to feel the music far more deeply than any one of us. And she has expresses music so beautifully. Now read the following account of a person who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. Rush hours, crowds jostle and position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, slight means thin, jostle means push roughly, uh, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough. Daunting means frightening for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Profoundly means completely. And aspiring musician means a person who wants to be a musician. Abilene Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Gradual means slowly, slowly. Uh, Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. Isabel Glennie is mother of Abilene Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal. Conceal means to uh, hide something. Her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated. Deteriorated means decreased, and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. So, in this part of the text, we read that the scene is of the train platform. It is underground and there is a huge rush at the platform. People are pushing each other to get by. There is a small thin girl, Evelyn. Evelyn is standing at the railway platform waiting for the train, and just as she feels the vibration of the approaching train, she realizes that the train is about to come. She gets nervous and excited. This is the train that will take Evelyn to London. She is going to London to learn music as she has got admission in the Royal Academy of Music. Right now, Evelyn is in Scotland. Abilene belongs to Scotland. Scotland is a country in Europe. Life in Scotland is not as fast as in London. London has a very fast life. It is urban, whereas Scotland has farms and countryside. So that is why Evelyn is nervous, because she is leaving Scotland for London, and she is excited also because she is doing something that she always dreamt of. She is going to the Royal Academy of Music to learn music. Evelyn is 17 years of age. She is a teenager and she is fresh from a Scottish farm. As Evelyn is from Scotland, which has more for farms and countryside, so she has not seen fast life. That is why she is nervous, and the writer says that she is fresh from a Scottish farm. Abelian could not hear, and this was a bigger challenge for her. Moving from a rural area to a fast life was a smaller challenge. Evelyn faced a much bigger challenge, that was her inability to hear. Slowly, she started losing the power of hearing, and one day she was absolutely deaf. Isabel Glennie is the name of Evelyn's mother. Evelyn's mother, Isabel, recollects one incident when Evelyn was 8 years old. She says that Evelyn was waiting for her turn to play the piano, but when her name was called out, she did not respond, and her mother realized that Evelyn did not listen her name. That means she did not hear her name being called out. As Evelyn lost her sense of hearing in phases, it was a gradual process. In the beginning, when she could hear partially, she managed to hide this disability from her friends and teachers. When Evelyn was 11 years old, her marks had started decreasing. The headmistress requested her parents to take Evelyn to the doctor. So, this was the explanation of this particular part of the text. Now, let's see what is there in the next part. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired. Impaired means weakened as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. But Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Fowles spotted her potential. He began by turning two large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way, says Evelyn. Suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. So, xylophone is a musical instrument with a row of wooden bars of different lengths. Percussionist, a person who plays the drum, the tabla, etc. Potential means quality or ability that can be developed. Now, uh, I will explain what was there in this part of the text. So, when the doctor checked upon Evelyn, he found out that Evelyn had lost the sense of hearing. The doctor advised Evelyn's parents that they should get hearing aids for her. Hearing aids is an equipment that is fitted into your ear and it helps a person to hear to some extent. He also suggested that Evelyn should be sent to school for the deaf children. When Evelyn discovered that she could not hear and that she would be sent to a school for deaf children, that she was not as good as normal children. Her world became colorless. It turned black. Now, what does this mean? Everything suddenly looked black. It means that all of a sudden you get such bad news. You get some news that you don't accept. And in return, you see blackness all around you. That is how Abelian responded to this news. This shows Abelian had determination, although Abelian got such a shocking news, still she was determined and she did not want to give up. As Abelian was passionate about music, this news also did not break her. She was determined to live life like normal people and follow her interest in music. When Abilene saw a girl playing the xylophone, she wanted to play it too. Now, on one hand, Evelyn's teacher discouraged her because they knew that she could not hear and the hearing was an important part of music. But Ron Forbes saw that Evelyn was very passionate about music and so he decided something different from others. Ron Forbes thought that he would teach Evelyn to feel music. He took two large drums and he tuned them to different notes. Drums are musical instrument and he tuned them so the sound produced by the drums was different, so it was distinct. Both the drums made different sounds. Then he told Evelyn, he said that don't try to listen through your ears. He said that try to sense it, try to feel the music some other way. The middle of your body is called the waist. Now, as Ron had turned both the drums to different notes, the upper part of the Apillian's body above the waist could feel the higher notes of the drum, and the lower part of her body, the part down from the waist, could feel the lower notes of drum. This is how Abilene can listen to sound although she cannot hear. She can sense different notes in different parts of her body. Ron Forbes taught Evelyn to respond to different sounds. Different parts of Evelyn's body responded to different sounds, and that is how she could identify the sounds and vibration. The hurdle had been overcome, and Evelyn's career went upward as she had determined to become famous, a good musician, and she also did a lot of hard work. So this was there in this part of the text. So that is all for today. Your homework is for today is read the text yourself and summarize the discussed part of the text in your own words. Thank you. Have a nice day.